Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery, and this is today's 5-minute Friday, and we're back at our tea herb or drinks herb container. And what I did was we planted it up, you would have seen in the video not that long ago, but I completely left it. So we used this ton bag that I had delivery of bark in, but we also used second soil, and second soil is basically soil that we've used before. You all would have had some in the past. It's compost that you've had in a container and you've used all that container up. It might have had bedding plants in it. You just keep that and then use it for something else, and it works really, really well for something like this. But what you get when you have that is you often get quite a lot of weeds. And being outside here, you're going to get quite a lot of weeds blowing in from the air and stuff. We're surrounded by farmers' fields and stuff like that, so you get weed seeds and stuff like that. So this is the perfect time to start weeding it, because they're nice and small, they're easy to get out, and you can just see they just literally come out of my hand. And you don't even necessarily have to weed traditionally, you can just scrape the top layer off. You'll get a huge amount from doing that. So I'll work my way round this pot. When you get to plants, a lot of people worry about how to treat this plant. So this plant is quite trailing, this scented geranium. So what I'm going to do is just lift it up, scrape the soil away from the base, just away from it, just like that. And all I'm going to do, if I've got a pot here, is just take that and get rid of it. So this won't entirely get rid of weeds, and you don't ever entirely get rid of weeds, it just doesn't happen. But I'm going to just take this layer of compost off, and then what I can do is actually top dress it with, you could use gravel, I'm going to use bark, you could use basically anything, and that will really prevent weed seed from sitting in there and germinating a little bit. It's also going to hold in a bit of moisture, which is always good. So that's for the weeding, and I'm going to continue to do that across the whole of the plant, the container, sorry. What's important to do as well, I don't know whether you can see from here, but basically occasionally you're going to get grass or weeds come through the centre. If you get them early, they're really, really easy to deal with. If you leave them a long time and they establish themselves, sometimes they can end up with a root ball bigger than your plant, and then it's almost impossible to get them out entirely. So that's why we do it at this stage, and make sure, and to be honest I would have done it a little bit earlier. I was going to film this last week, but it was tipping down with rain, so it wouldn't have made for a great video, and they've grown even more. So get to them as soon as you can and just take a little bit off. If you've got lots like I did, just scraping the top layer off. If not, you can individually take them out while they're still small. So do it while it's still small, it'll save a lot of time. The other thing I'm going to do as well is, you would have known that we planted some mints in here, and mints can get a bit carried away, but one way to stop them is just keep on chopping them. So I've got this lovely lemon balm in the front here, and again that's quite a quick grower, but this mint here is growing into the lemon balm. So don't be afraid to cut a plant like this. So I'm just going to cut it, and what we do by doing that is I can use these for nice roast potatoes, something like that. We actually help the plant keep its structure. So by doing that, the plant will then bush out and you end up with loads and loads of leaves. You can make a nice pesto out of that, chop it up, add it to a curry, whatever you want to do with it, it works really, really well. So with that plant I'm doing that. It helps the slower growing plants like this lemon verbena, this scented geranium, it helps them establish a bit more before the mint really takes over, because that's going to grow a lot quicker. So it's simple as that, you just work your way round. With this mint, hasn't really started encroaching yet, so I'm going to leave it like it is. But that's what the pot's looking like now. Next time you see it, it'll be nicely top dressed with some bark, which I'm going to do in a little bit, and these will start growing up. So any questions about growing something like this, when to cut stuff back, how to weed, stuff like that, then get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.